17 shy of the 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go. Come 19, go.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
4 yards remain for second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Shift. Street. Check 25.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. And that is incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
70 Ranger. Check tight. 44.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 360 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mike 50. Hey, come on, oh, come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. and that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, smash Bronco! Defense, go trap, go trap. Alert flare.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He'll buy some time right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Colts 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Colts 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Interception.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action. Jones. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First down, Tampa Bay.
44 is the mic. 44.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2.
Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Jones throwing on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Colts 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramirez. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35, Colts 10.
I'm coming. 51. Cup 19. Cup 19. Set, go.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They'll drop to throw.
It's just me and you.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now they try the right side here. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the Colts 34-yard line.
Mike 17. Come this way, Here we go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Buccaneers 42, Colts 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 1st down carry for Henry. A solid stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
17, I'm coming for you. You mine. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check. Check 37, check 37. 19 Lions. 17's Mike 17. 70 Timberwolves.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramirez. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Buccaneers 59, Colts 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.